In the beginning was the one. The one became two. The two became three. And then the three became all things. But all these things are contained in the one. So this oneness that Lao Tzu is talking about, that is what the Buddhists are seeking, this undifferentiated wholeness, where there is no high, there is no low, there is no black, there is no white, there is no male, there is no female, there is no good, there is no evil. But in this realm of dualism, where you see the split between the yin and yang, now you have the world of opposites. And think about the creation account. In the beginning, God, who transcends all distinction, because he's the totality of reality, he separates the light from the darkness, and now dualism begins. He separates the dry land from the waters. He creates the world, and he makes male and female. And out of the male and female comes the child. So out of the one comes the two, from the two comes the three, from the three comes all things, but all things are contained within the one. What I like about the Taoist over the Buddhist is the Buddhists are just seeking this oneness place without distinction. But for the Taoist, it's almost like they have a toggle switch in their mind. If they want to be at peace and rest, they toggle into the oneness. If they want to engage into this world, they toggle into the dualism. And so they can toggle back and forth between dualism and oneness, where the Buddhists are just always trying to get to this oneness place. But in doing so, I think they deny what's good here in the world instead of just saying that's illusion. One more thing I want to point out. The whole point of Buddhism is to avoid pain and suffering. And you do this by not having desires. In Christianity, I'm not saying you are to seek suffering, but suffering will come and we are to embrace it. We are to sanctify it and make it holy. It's not something we're trying to avoid or deny, but it's something we embrace. And that's a huge distinction in my mind between Buddhism and Christianity. Don't get me wrong, I love Buddhism. I don't think I've ever met a Buddhist I didn't like. I wish I could say the same about Christians, but there's a lot of beauty there, but there is so much pressure put upon the self, which supposedly doesn't even exist. And so it makes it very difficult.